Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just simply check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember, tarot is a tool. It's not the final rule. Thank you all for your kindness, your love, and your support. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay, so be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or to come over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. We're starting off with the angel Sakil, angel of sky, angel of void. Okay, so this energy here, this guardian angel here represents a hand of a miracle, guidance, protection, guardian. And so this energy here represents there's someone who is feeling like they are alone, like they need to be shielded or protected. And that's what this guardian angel Sakil represents, a protection and a guardian, to protect and make sure that you picking up someone wants to make sure that they are able to see themselves through, or maybe you have a loved one that you are concerned about, and you could be praying for a miracle, hoping or wishing for a miracle. Um, it is better for you to trust and know that the same energy, the same God, the same source that has brought you this far will take you further. I'm picking up on the energy of someone who could be very concerned, not about themselves, but someone that they care about. So this could be a family member. This could be someone that's not feeling well at this time. Maybe they are in the hospital. Maybe they're ill. Maybe you're praying for recovery. You're praying for a speedy recovery. Spirit is saying, trust and know that what is for you will not pass you by, and that your prayers are being heard. And everyone has their own guardian angels guiding them and protecting them. And there is no way to be prepared for when someone is going to transition. Maybe you are dealing with someone who could be, maybe you've been told that they are terminally ill. Maybe you and your family has been told to prepare, that they won't be here for much longer. And there's no way to prepare for that. But your ancestors want you to stay in counsel throughout this entire process. And they also want you to remain grounded. There is no way to prepare if someone is going to transition. Maybe this has been on your mind. Healing is possible. Things do change. But maybe your mindset is so focused on this person not making it. They're saying there are so many things surrounding when a person is terminally ill, or they are being prepared, when their soul is being called. There are so many levels and so many intricate pieces that the human mind is unable to understand, or receive. But they want you to stay grounded. It's something about staying grounded will help lighten the load, take away some of your stress. Make sure you're getting out into nature. Okay, now they're saying whether your shoes are off or on, make sure you go outside. Prayer, meditation, journaling. But something about you staying grounded will lighten the stress within you. So there is some stress within you. You're doing too much worrying. You could be also losing sleep, but they want you to take care of yourself. They're saying it's important and valuable. It's important for you to understand, not understand, but understand. That means to connect with how important it is for you to take care of yourself through this process. Some things are in our control, and there's a lot that is out of our control. And so when we're dealing with something that's out of our control, whether it's sad, whether we see it as difficult, we have to make sure that we're staying centered. That does not mean to pretend and not cry. It is okay to cry. It is okay to feel. It's a wonderful thing to cry and feel. but they want you to make sure you're staying in communication with source. If it's meditation you're into, make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're grounding yourself. If it's prayer you're doing, make sure you do that. If it's scripture reading, make sure that you're tending to that. You could be considered to be the pillar of the family, the pillar, the strong one. You're the strong one of the family. Maybe you are concerned about this person transitioning so much because they are the matriarch. They are the pillar of the family. Okay, and so you have been worrying because you are focused on you having to take over. Not that you don't love your family, but the idea, the responsibility, who this person is to you. You love them deeply. You've also watched them care for a lot of people and do a lot in their lifetime. The spirit is saying, whatever the results are, there's no way to prepare for that, but make sure you are just grounding yourself. And don't hope for the worst, hope for the best. You're the most responsible one in the family. People look up to you, male or female. You're the go to person. And you've watched this with the loved one. You've watched them taking care of people, people moving in their home, them feeding people, maybe putting people through school. You've even watched this person buy cars for people, I hear. Okay. They were gifts. They were gifts. You've watched them take care and make a lot of sacrifices. You've watched them do a lot of hard work. And so they want you to stay out of that space, whatever, because they're not showing me. I have to give you what they're showing me. Whatever the results are, whether or not this person heals or transition, they want you to stay grounded. But stay out of the thinking phase that expecting the worst. They want you to expect the best. And that will also help, regardless, because there's something within you, your stress levels need to. And no, I'm not a licensed medical physician. This is just a message. You need to get rest. You need to stop staying up and losing sleep and crying. And yeah, yeah, you have to take care of yourself. In whatever position in life that you are being pivot to, collective, whoever you are fully prepared and equipped. Never feel that you won't be able to do the job that has been presented to you. No one calls anyone and hires them to work a specific occupation or job description if they feel they aren't equipped. If you are called, if the divine of source is putting you in place to be the pillar of the family or the matriarch or the go-to person, it is because you are fully qualified and supported in the process. It's because you are fully qualified and supported. So surrender your fears and your anxiety. Take care of yourself. And this is what your loved one could be telling you when you visit them in the hospital. When you talk to them, they could be telling you, make sure you get some sleep. Don't worry about me. But instead, you're leaving and you're probably going in your car and you're crying till your eyes are red. Mm-hmm. You are loved. Mm-hmm. You are loved and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And let them windows down. Stop sitting in there. You could drive a truck or an SUV. Stop sitting in there with them windows up like that. Get some fresh air. Go for a walk or something. But you could drive a truck or an SUV. Confirmation with the car energy right there. A Bourbon, a Tahoe. Yeah. They know you have a family of your own. You're going to be just fine. There's no position that you are chose for that you're not supported, that you're not supported or prepared for. You know, even when we can't see, especially when we're dealing with something very emotional and we're unable to see how things are going to work out, there are times where spirit will only let you see so much because it's not meant for us to see everything. There's a lot of things we are not prepared to see, respectfully so, but you're going to be just fine. You may want to purchase you a crystal or something. You need to, uh, that's for somebody. You need to purchase you a crystal. Even if you're not into them, maybe you need to do some research and read up on them. They come from Mother Earth, they come from Mother Gaia, they come from the earth. So uh, you need to purchase you a crystal. Pick one, read up on it, do some research. Start with just one. Start with just one. Clear quartz will be good for you. Let's tap into the tarot. You feel like you're not supported. You are supported. The support that you are requiring at this time, you see the will behind here. Things are changing, but they're not for the worse. Your children and your spouse could also be worried about you, taking care of yourself. What does collective need to know about this loved one and moving forward? You have to get some sleep. When you pray, pray with confidence. Pray in confidence. Pray in confidence, collective. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a pillow there. If you know the Light Seer's deck, and it's a frame, it's very light right here, a bed frame. It's very light. Okay? Don't focus so much on the negative. Expect a positive outcome. Don't expect so much of the worst. Let your mental faculties go towards a positive outcome, regardless of what someone is telling you. Listen to the doctors, listen to the family, but you have to become more spiritually in tune so that you don't focus so much on the darkness, because there's imbalance here. There's more darkness here than there is light. And that's not saying to ignore what's going on. That's not saying to tune out your family. Because there could be people around you, siblings, cousins, aunts, who could also be worried about this person. But there does come a time where, when we do lose a loved one, they want you to consider it as if whenever you are thinking or receiving information that you're going to lose a loved one, the top of this hill, look at the bags. They want you to focus on this person not being gone, but just in another dimension. It's something about your perception. To each his own, we all have free will. You have free will to uh, live, believe, focus, indulge in anything, but it's too much. And they won't let me leave these two cards. It's too much darkness here. They're not saying ignore what's going on, but they want you to focus on more of a positive outcome, whether this loved one transitions or not. It will be difficult and you can cry. Get that out of your system. It's very healthy to cry, it's not a bad thing, but they want you to take care of yourself because it's wearing on you. You could have a bunch of inferior thoughts just constantly playing out in your mind of what ifs. When you pray, they want you to pray in confidence. Pray in confidence as if it's already done. Have your moments. And then when you go to the hospital to visit mom, dad, uncle, auntie, whomever this loved one is, you've got your tears on. You've released. Don't hold it in. That's not what they're saying. But communicate with them in confidence. Communicate with your ancestors and source in confidence. And it's something about having oh wow, this is deep. And also I'm picking up on something may not be for everyone, but something about having an understanding of the process of life. Oh wow, the process of life, of when the soul is being called, the process of transitioning. Go ahead and grieve and feel all your emotions, but something about gaining a new an understanding of what takes place. And that ooh, even though here in the 3D, when we lose a loved one, we receive it as sadness and tragedy. But on other levels, spiritually speaking, other dimensions that we are not privy to, it is received and perceived in a not so harsh manner. I hope y'all can get that. This is getting deep. I did not know the reading was going here. So there's something about you, not now, or if you can, maybe you can, what I'm about to say. There's something about you when you get a chance, when you feel collective, when you feel that you are ready to do some research and allow the process of unlearning to begin in your life. There's something about you not having a true knowing or understanding. Understanding, meaning within yourself, there's a connection where you know that the spirit lives on and the journey continues. That they will still be here with you in spirit if that was to occur with anyone in your life. In the past, you have ancestors. We all have ancestors. They're still here in spirit. And just because they don't have the avatar, just because they're not doing this in your face, does not mean that they're not present. This is your ancestors communicating. It's not for everyone. It's for those who feel it's for them and you know who you are. This is nothing negative. This is deep, but it's beautiful. This is love. They love you so much. They feel like you have a misunderstanding and they want you to take your time. They said, when you are ready, there's no rush to take time to do research and allow the unlearning to begin. What you believe and think you know is not true. And something about if you knew about the process and about the spirit continuing, the journey, not to say you won't miss a person, but you'll have a better understanding and that will ground you by itself. Whew. So they have me holding this card because it's something about this mountain here and these lights along the way. They want you to know whatever happens, the path is being lit. There is guidance and support, these lights. Yes, this is a person who worked hard, took care of a lot of people, supported a lot of people, experienced a lot, ups and downs and turnarounds. But when one transition and they leave the fleshly suit, aka the avatar, their spirit continues. They're leaving the burdens of the 3D, the matrix, but their spirit lives on. Oh my. Oh my. Hold on, come back. I didn't know this reading was going here like this. Okay. Woo. There is actually a rebirth taking place. And just because some people don't understand it here on the 3D doesn't mean it's not happening. Just because they're not here in the flesh, where you can see them do this, doesn't mean that the rebirth isn't happening, but it is happening. Their path is lit all the way through. This person is going to release these bags. I'm not confirming or diagnosing anything. I am not a licensed physician. This person is going to release these bags. Her hands are full. The animal's back is full. And it's time to let it go. So they're moving on so they can go somewhere to release it. There are situations that here in the 3D, some things that we carry are not able to be released here for many reasons, spiritually speaking. But there is a rebirth taking place that is beyond your understanding, temporary at this point. Because whoever I am talking to, I feel and I know that you will at least try to look into what I'm saying. And I do not speak like this. Maybe you know somebody that talk like this, but they have me slowing it down because it's heavy. What I'm sharing with you may be heavy for you to receive, and your ancestors are sending love and comfort. So what we perceive here as sad, as they transition, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it rhymes, the ancestors are glad to release the burden and the pain. Because we don't understand. Oh my, I did not know this read was going here. We say things like, gone too soon. Because we base things off of time, age, tangible. I hope I'm distributing this message where you can receive it. You are the strong one. You may be concerned with having to be the strong one. Maybe there are some people in your family who you consider to be unstable. And this is why you feel that way. You have so much love in your heart. You have a big heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are some people whom you deem are unstable that maybe this loved one have been caring for. Maybe this person has children and you're like, wow, I'm going to have to take over. If something happened, I'm going to have to take on not only the family, but also the other situation. Put this reading only where it resonates. Do not force any reading to fit. Bits and pieces may resonate with you. A particular word or phrase may resonate, but do not force it where it does not fit. I take my gifts very seriously and I do not distribute anything for likes or subscribes. I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe so that we can get these kind of messages into the algorithm because someone else may need to hear these messages who may be going through something. But I don't distribute messages based on wanting to be popular. This message is very deep and someone needs to hear it, but there may be someone else that needs to hear it too. So that's why I ask to give a thumbs up if you click on this video. But if not, I'm okay with that too. I trust and know that what is for me will never pass me by. With the Eight of Wands here, that's for someone who needed to hear that. I don't know what any other reader do. I'm just speaking for myself. That is none of my business what anybody else is doing. This is speed and this is action. So this may be some kind of positive news coming in or some kind of, how can I say this, like fast increased vitality within you. Some kind of, maybe you were feeling, fatigue or sluggish. Maybe you've been feeling this way for a week or longer. And all of a sudden you get that boost of energy that is restored within you. This is only a figment of your imagination. This is not an energy that is controlling you. So you're receiving confirmation, not a coincidence, to bring balance so that there'll be more light instead of so much darkness. This is confirmation to not allow this figment of your imagination to control you spiritually or mentally or emotionally, to hold your head up high and cut these strings. Because at the end and the beginning of each day, and the transitioning of a loved one is not an easy thing, but it is what it is. And in order to see ourselves through, especially if you have children and you have family and, things and people to be responsible for, you have to make sure that you're okay. You have to make sure. And so you have to take care of yourself. You can't allow yourself to become so disconnected. Take a break, get your sleep, cry if you need to, but get your butt outside. And I keep seeing somebody sitting in a truck, a SUV, a big truck, like a big body truck with the windows rolled up all the time. Maybe this is your go-to place to be alone. Something, your ancestors are saying roll the windows down. So you need some air. You need to get out. You need to get out. This could be standing in your yard or on your porch or on your balcony, whatever your living situation is, because it's different for people. If you live in an apartment building, come outside, stand in front of the building, go walk around the block. It can be something simple. but that vitality will be restored within you. It will. But there's a strong need, whew, for you to research about the process of the human body, whether physically or spiritually. You can study both. And they're not talking about your spirit team. They're not talking about just talking to people and asking questions. People can only share with you what they know. And there's nothing wrong with that. They want you to do the research. And you don't have to rush. This is nothing to be rushed or anxious about. Take your time. But go ahead and order you a book. Or go to the library or the good books are online though. But order you a book. Really, the good ones are online. You have to order them. You have to, yeah, yeah. They're not going to share that with you at church. That's the message. They're not going to share certain things with you at church. So prayer, meditation, and grounding would help you. That part is not for everybody. That's from somebody, that's for someone who's about to undergo an awakening. That's also why this rebirth is here. You're being prepared to undergo a major awakening. Regardless of what the outcome is of this loved one, they're not showing that. And this awakening is positive. This isn't bad. Allow the unlearning to begin. Don't fight it. But that's for someone. They can't teach you that in church. They're not going to show that. They're not, they're not going to show or share that. That ain't no mistake. It was meant to come out. Confirmation. You have to do the work. You have to do the research. It'll come to you. You take one step, your spirit team will take another. It'll come to you. So you're probably like, how? No. Don't worry about that. You take one step and things will unfold and come to you. It's time for you to beat to your own drum. And so moving forward, as you deal with different situations in life, you will know, not just say, you will know it in your spirit. It is what it is. I don't like what I'm going through, but it is what it is. This is just a moment in time. It's not forever. No matter what you're coping with, this is just a moment in time. It's not forever. I don't like this. I don't like it. That's where your power lies. When you allow the unlearning to begin, when you begin this research and gaining a better understanding. This is not going to come from the words of, they can't show you that. I just got to tell you, it is what it is. There are people who will teach limited beliefs so you'll have limited thinking. There are people who will teach limited beliefs so you'll have limited thinking. You will find as you do this research that you are powerful beyond belief. And you'll gain a better understanding of life, the process of transitioning, finding your purpose. Many things, not at one time, will come to you, but it's not going to happen in a way that you are assuming. And I didn't say the church couldn't teach you anything. I said they're not going to show you what you need to know about. They don't teach it there, and they're not going to show you. That's the message. Because there's someone watching that is assuming, oh, I can go. No. Your spirit guides want you to do the research. the reading, the studying, the comparing. And you will also notice a lot of synchronization around you. Things will start to synchronize. Like you can be reading a book and maybe you ain't read all of it, but maybe you just read the first chapter and you start to see different things that that chapter is speaking about. Maybe a word or two come up on maybe a advertisement on TV or social media, or while you're out driving taking care of business, you might see a sign on the street that is a synchronicity pertaining to what you're studying. I hope you're catching that. I'm throwing it. I hope you're catching it. You'll have more cohesiveness and harmony in your life when it comes to your emotions. Emotions. You'll have a better understanding that it's okay to cry. It's not a negative thing. It's actually very cleansing. Just don't vacation there. Don't wear your comfortable shoes. Don't take your best blanket or your favorite pillow. Just don't vacation there. But it's okay. It's wonderful to cry. Feel to heal. Don't ever deny your emotions or feelings. Ever. Have your moment. Release it and move on. But you will have more cohesiveness in your life, especially when it comes to your emotions. You'll gain a better understanding of different pockets. I'm hearing pockets. Somebody wears clothing with a lot of pockets, or you like, what do they call them? Cargo pants? You like pants with pockets? Somebody likes pockets. That could be a synchronicity for you. Pockets. You like a lot of pockets. Now I'm seeing pants, some cargo pants. Those are cute with a lot of pockets. Okay? Maybe it's your favorite pair or something. Or you know someone who loves cargo jeans or khakis. But it'll be more harmony in your life. Things will begin to make a lot more sense. So be okay with allowing the process of the unlearning to begin. Be okay. Don't resist it. And this awakening journey for you will be personal. It's between you and the divine, you and your higher self. It's not about competing, it's not about comparing, it's not about Bible thumping or telling someone, yeah, I'm more bad, I know more than you. And it's not about that. When it comes to spirituality, it's an umbrella of making the path your own. It's nothing to be imitated or duplicated. That's the beauty of it. But making the path and the mission something of your own and doing that with confidence, not with frustration, not with anxiety or, oh, I got to read another book. No, you're excited to read that book. You're excited. You're thankful to gain new knowledge and wisdom. You're thankful. You give thanks for those things, but you make it your own. It isn't a look. It's not wearing certain clothing. It's not wearing certain crystals. It's not just the crystals. It's you, who you are. It's in your oomph. It's in your gift. It's in your purpose. These are just things. It's just additives. These cards, this just a tool. These are tools. But it's the intention and the person, the energy of the person utilizing and touching them and distributing. Like I just mentioned in the read, I don't take my gifts for granted. I don't care what anyone say or think. But Source knows, and that's all that matters. I don't distribute messages based on what's popular, because what's for me is for me, and it'll never pass me by. If it's meant for me to pivot and go in another direction, pivot we go. You don't argue with it. You don't bounce with it. You learn to let things flow. And you also learn how risky it can be following trends. or attending the cathedral because you saw everybody else go. Don't attend or involve yourself in anything out of fear. That could be risky. Don't do it out of fear. Come out of your head. You're going to be fine. The birds even want you to know it's going to be all right. Have one of your spirit guys back here. Hey, get out of your head. I'm okay. Go live your life. You are loved. Get out of your head. It's going to be okay. We already know it sucks when something unfamiliar occurs. We already know that. And we agree on it. But it often passes and we look back and we laugh and we figure and we say, oh, that's why. That's why. Or the things you experience, you can share with someone else who needs to hear your story. There could be somebody who needs you to encourage them or share a word of wisdom with them. We can all learn from each other. That's how I feel. So allow the unlearning to begin and feel free in the process. It's going to make you feel free. Don't resist. Don't resist change. Don't seek approval. Don't seek approval. There are going to be people who are in disagreement with who you are. What you're studying that for? What you're learning that for? Oh, that ain't the truth. It's in the Bible. It's in this. You know what? You tell them your truth is your truth and let mine be mine. All is well. Do not get into any confrontations with anyone. You're praying with confidence. It's time to pray with confidence that your loved one get well. And you're preparing yourself, making sure you're grounded. So regardless of what the outcome is, that you're able to maintain and be here for your family, your loved ones. This isn't a time to battle, and it really never is. But here in the Matrix, we have this belief that to make noise and friction is more powerful than being silent, or to sit in silence and just be still and let things take its course. That's what the hangman is about. Being still, receiving enlightenment, and just letting things take its course. Release your emotions, do what you got to do, but just whew. This person is enjoying enlightenment so much they had to touch their heels, had to grab their foot. Like, I like this. Wee! So this is a very unique, special read. I've picked up on that, and about people transitioning, but the energy of learning, someone needs to study and learn. Because maybe when you went through something similar in the past, it took an emotional toll on you the same way that it is now. And so moving forward, not to say or project that you have negative energy coming towards you. They just want you to, but this is going to cause an awakening though. This whole research, this whole, that's what this is. This is you learning, growing, expanding your knowledge so you can apply it over time. And then it turns into wisdom. Wisdom is something gained through accepting and receiving the knowledge, allowing the unlearning to occur. Yes, you have respect and honor for Auntie and them, and they may go to church every Sunday. Good for them. but they may not be in agreement with what you are studying or what you are reading. This is for somebody who needs to hear this, and you need to be prepared to not respond with conflict or disrespect, but to let them have their belief and you have your own. Go your own way and allow yourself to flourish. Allow yourself to pull your petals back and expand so that you can walk into your purpose. Allow yourself to pull your petals back. You don't want to stay closed up. Roses are beautiful closed, but they're even prettier when they're open. They're even more beautiful when their petals are able to breathe and expand. It's about walking this path, traveling one that is less traveled, but not turning it into events of being in conflict with anyone. There's no reason for you to explain about who you are, what or why you are doing it. This is between you and the divine, and the path is so that you can make it your own. There is no answer key to look at. You know, like the answer key in the back of the crossword puzzle book, you can look back there and cheat. Number one, there is no right, no wrong. You can throw that out the window. There is no answer key. This is about you. This is about you. It's personal and it's private. And your ancestors really don't want you sharing a lot of the things that you're going to learn because it's a waste of time. Everybody will not have an awakening at the same time. Everybody will not cross the street at 11:45. Some may wait to 12:30. Some may really cross it early at 10 after 11. No two planes will take off at the same time. It wouldn't be wise, nor would it be safe. People go through their own awakenings and at their own time, and it may not happen for many in this lifetime. They may have to come back and repeat this. I've been here before. Tina Marie. I shaded Tina Marie. She said she been here before. What do you think your deja vu is? So just because, you're on this mission, everyone is not. But there's a way for you to move about with grace, with peace, with harmony, and remaining balanced without being upset or having friction along the way. Really enjoying your process because you're going to be happy. It's not all bad at all. You're going to have some moments where you'll be tested, but there are some great moments as well where you're going to be so enthusiastic and excited. Oh, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't know. And your spirit guide's going to tell you, shh. Not that something's going to happen to you, but shh. You'll learn that energy goes where the mind flows. You'll know that and learn that fear is false evidence appearing real. You'll learn that, when you make up these characters in your mind, that is simply you making them up in your mind. You will learn that when you see a full moon, there's no reason to clutch your fist or clutch your partner when you're watching a horror film. You will learn that certain music is put in certain film just to make, I could go on and on, just to make you feel some type of way. You'll learn that it's all theatrics. Sounds are very powerful. Just like words, spelling is very powerful. You may get into etymology. You may get into learning the origins and the basis, and learning how to, utilize your word power, your word play. You may embark on that as well. There's many areas, but there's no rush. There's no need to prove yourself, argue with anyone, or rush. Period. Personal, private. When someone shows up in your life and they want to learn from you, you will know it. It does not have to be forced. This reading is for some people in particular. It's very deep. And you could have also, you could have also had it in the back of your mind that there was always more than what meets the eye, but you never wanted to question it. Maybe you were concerned about judgment from people around you. You didn't want to question it because maybe they would call you crazy or weird, or that's not, or that's the devil, that's evil. Oh, let me get them out. You'll find out where this word come from. You'll find your truth in what everything is about. I'm not gonna go too deep. They tell me don't. I can't say everything. Let it inspire you. Let it encourage you. But it's going to do that naturally without me even saying. It's going to do that naturally. You're going to begin to make changes on your own. And there will be people who will, you will no longer be interested in being around, but out of love, not out of hate, out of love. Because you're going to respect that people have their own belief system. And just because you believe in something different, you're not going to be in the energy of wanting to prove or debate with anyone. So it'll be out of love. The more that you hold on to the figment of your imagination, the more it will appear in your life. And start off small in whatever area you want to work on, whether it's reading, whether it's meditation, whether it's crystals, whatever it is. Start off small. There's no rush. Start off small. It will expand on its own. Yeah. Duality exists in all things. Meek fears. Duality exists in all things. All things. All things. People, places, and things. This is all energy here on planet Earth. This is all energy. And so, learning about energy, you'll learn the laws of energy, and you'll learn to also respect your energy. Because with respecting your energy, you're protecting your well being. And I can leave that right there, okay? It's time to beat to your own drum. You think you living, honey? You about to really be living. Who say, how they say, you think you gotta... I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, but you think you living, you about to really be living. So, Sakil, angel of void, angel of sky, is here, letting you know you are supported. And not to focus on the negative, but you have to come to an understanding of what this life and existence is truly about. That will help you. I didn't mean to say have to, but it would be a good idea. Excuse me for saying have to. To gain a better understanding. It will help you in a large way that you'll be so grateful and thankful for. So be prepared for new people, new places, and things to enter your life, closing out old chapters of your life, ridding yourself of certain things. It's going to happen naturally. It's not going to come with force. You you're gonna go to sleep and wake up the next day like, you know what? I don't even like that no more. Throw it out. You don't like it no more. Stop questioning me. Throw it out. You know, I don't even like the color pink no more. No more pink. No more pink. You know, just an example. But this is necessary for you. You could be someone with a lot of fire energy in your chart. Air energy in your chart as well. Scorpio, Virgo. This concludes the read. Later.